Hello and welcome, to MMS. We're back now after a slight break because school is horrible. Sorry for that little short break before the start of the race. I had some family stuff to deal with, which delayed the stream a bit. But here we are now for the Sicilian Grand Prix, first ever Sicilian Grand Prix in MMS. If you don't count the two, I believe the 1.2 or 1.5 hours of Coppa Floria we did back in like one of the older days of MMS, but nonetheless, we're here, and one of the most famous tracks and one of the best tracks in the world, the beloved by all, and if you don't agree, I will find you, Ennepegusa, yay, woo! Oh, it was, yeah, GT3, so, Ennepegusa, the famous egg, the beloved inverted curb raceway for the Sicilian Grand Prix. It's sunny weather. I don't have much, we're at the Sulphur Lake, there's a lot of snakes here, I don't know what you want me to say, but this race is an important part of the championship because Matthew Falcon has blessed us, with winning a third race in a row last time at Portugal, meaning he has closed up to his championship rival and teammate Johannes Van Leer. The gap between them now is just 22 points, and I say just because Van Leer so far has been having quite a few mishaps here and there, so there is hope that this championship might actually be alive for once. Yay! Anyways, without that, let's get down to the grid, and on pole position, Matthew Falcon, again. What a surprise! This is the man's, 11th or something like that pole position? No, not 11th, I think it's hold on. To be factually correct, this is Falcon's 9th pole position. There you go, sorry. Slight mess up, but yeah. Falcon already on 9 pole positions, and he doesn't seem like he's going to stop anytime soon. Joining him on the first row of the grid is surprisingly David Granville. It seems that Williams have actually done something ever since Portugal, where they actually did well as well. So this is good. This is actually some good news for the team from Great Britain. Down the rest we're going to have Van Leer, Witt, Blumschein, Radiantor. Actually good qualifying from him after a rather miserable return to the sport. Ghilardini, Herhol, Sahin, Valniak, Agnes, Lucien. Yeah, the Ferraris don't seem to have pace here for some reason. Comedy Paul, Michael Maher, bezwzględnie good qualifying from the Fond Metal. Ntunguana, Murray, Wernerson, Curtis, Katzenberg, Moreira, Herbert, Keith, Stella, Kalma, and Nick Tander. I shall refrain from making any comments on Nick Tander as of now. Then we have Flynn, Tander, Voldinger, Salsaler, I think, replacing the obviously injured Radko Betters. Stay strong, Radko. Hopefully we'll see you in Season 3. Then we have Material, Effelink, Aguirre, Nud, Shabu Miller, Faulkner, Brown, and Anderson, who rounds off the grid. So, Giuseppe, any predictions as of now as how the race might look?
Well, I mean, as you can see from the track layout, this track is very fast, and I mean, it's gonna be just Monza, but even quicker, and yeah, it's gonna be a good race. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see some nice battles, and obviously Falcon in P1, he's gonna try and look to keep that P1 to make the gap shorter to his teammate Van Leer. And yeah, I'm also glad to be commentating my home race. Technically, I mean, yeah,
that's nice.
I'm from Sicily, so. I don't know. We'll have to see. It could get unpredictable.
Yeah, because this track is mostly straight, so fuel mileage will be key. With all that done, here we go. We're at the track. We're on board here. Driver's eye for the lights with Matthew Falcon. The yellow lights are coming on, and it's not green lights. Okay, here we go. Now the lights are off, and we're green in Sicily, and it's a decent start for Falcon side by side of Granville coming into turn 1. Van Leer tries to send it onto the Williams driver to side by side. Granville gets on the inverted curb, squeezes Van Leer, but then there's Eagle Witt immediately to the inside, and there are 2 cars off. That's one of the Simtex and one of the Lotus cars. Van Leer gets squeezed. He loses 2 more positions, and there's a Ferrari of Lucien going wild on those curbs. That's a characteristic trait of this circuit, but it is now one man in the lead, and that is Matthew Falcon as he keeps the lead. Hold on, I have to make sure I actually crash this car for once. Oh god, that's a violent shot. Nonetheless, here we go, back into the pack. Falcon leads from Granville, and there, whoa, that's a big one, that's Valiak out, that's Agnes with damage, the tire barrier has been destroyed, and there's, oh dear, that's a lot of cars. That is 3 cars out, maybe even 4 in this section. I think that's 3 though. Let's see what happens. So, on board with Michael Valiak, contact with his teammate, goes wide, and I think the rejoin is what damages him. I don't know whose fault this is precisely. Okay, that is kind of on Sahin.
Yeah, he moved on the brake. That's not supposed.
Yeah, he started to turn it. I don't think he maybe thought Valiak was not there, and you know, turned into him. Both of them sliding off, and then, well, Agnes has nowhere to go. Valiak gets absolutely demolished. Both of the rear wheels are gone, and then we have Josh Flynn, who goes wide. Oh!
God.
Was that? Oh, that was contact from Keith. Keith pushes Flynn, doing a bit of a nudge, a bit of a bump and run from NASCAR. But
yeah,
it backfires terribly as now. Oh!
Oh, Christ.
Ignore air factor soft body physics, please.
Oh, look at the front wing above Thunder. Oh my god. Nearly hit him.
Yeah, that's
Oh my god. Oh wait, that's not Thunder's Valdinger, but oh Christ.
Yeah, that's a scare. On board with Aaron Curtis now. Yeah, he had nowhere to go. He just got bumped into the air.
Oh, he then goes into the weird barrier too.
Boink.
Bonk. Hopefully he's fine. That looked like a big impact for all of the drivers involved. So
I mean, like, this can be interpreted in 2 ways, because air factor soft body physics, as you can see, part of the dashboard is gone. And if I were honest with you, Chief, this does not look good, but yeah.
We'll hope for the best.
Yeah, we'll hope for the best. But obviously no safety cars on MMS F1 due to obvious reasons. But now,
I think Agnes is going on, but I think he has damage.
yeah, he doesn't have a front wing. But now Granville, Vitt, and Falcon are battling for the lead, with Vitt being the biggest surprise here. Granville to the inside, he's trying to prove that he was the right decision, but he just cannot make a move. Falcon goes on the curbing, uses them as a bit of a wall to get himself into a better place. Bloomshine and Van Leer are side by side. Van Leer tries to get a better run, and now Radiantor might be the surprise here. In this race, here we go. Granville tries another attack, but it fails again. It's hard to overtake here in corners, it seems. As here we go, Vitt now might send it onto Granville, not enough speed. Radianto is now on the back of Bloomshine, and we have Gilardini, followed by Herhold, Sahir, and Lucien. Good start from Céline Lucien. Then we have Nitongwana, and there's Agnes with damage. He couldn't even be serviced on this lap. That's oh, that's Wernerson with damage, and that's Stella going off. That's a lot of contact. What happened to Wernerson?
She has no rear wing.
Yeah,
oh, by the way, to note, Moreira pitted, possibly for damage.
And that is the chicane of death.
Oh, Comedy Port is on 2 wheels and
yeah, Comedy Port hits into his teammate. There's a pile-up. Wernerson stops, but Katzenberg, was it Katzenberg? No, it was Moreira who doesn't stop.
Yeah, Moreira also pitted, so
yeah, so Moreira was serviced on time. So this is Comedy Port. He goes for a move into here, like, sure, I like those moves, but that's it's not nice.
I don't think Ntungwana expected that.
Yeah, Ntungwana, I mean, I think even Comedy Port surprised himself with that maneuver. He loses it then, and then gets in touch with his teammate, a bit too personal maybe. Gets spun a bit. No damage for him though, only damage for Wernerson. I really feel for Rika. She has been abused a lot this season by poor luck.
Okay.
There you go. Sound less wrong. And
yeah.
there's also a car out of the race, I think, and I think no, there's just Henry J. What happened to Henry J. Brown? He was close to this pack.
40 moment.
Let's see. Oh, the car just bottomed out. I mean, this is a 40, so I'm not.
I think he had a bit of contact with his teammate. I think, maybe.
The battle continues between the 2 leaders, though. Vitt gets a very good run for this section. But apart from that, it's really nothing new. It's a circuit that's... I don't think calling it Monaco is justified, but it is not easy to overtake here despite the track being littered with chicanes. It's nonetheless still a track more based on straights than corners. Those chicanes are there just to slow cars down, not to be overtaking opportunities.
Yeah, but then again, if you get a good... Oh, Agnes off.
Yeah, no downfalls, so not surprising.
Yeah.
Nick Tander, 11 positions up.
I mean, that's good for him.
Yeah,
He's in the points.
It's a good run. Sahin pulled to the inside, maybe trying to push Herhold into a mistake here. Because with those curbs, if you ride them a bit too much, yeah, you're going to make a mistake. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I wanted to mention, like, yeah, this track is very fast, but, like, if you get a good exit from the corners, you can get a really good run onto these straights and then try a move. And since the straight are so long, you can get that before the corner. So I think that's got to be useful with these corners. So I think that's what some drivers would try to do and get the good exits from them. So
Yep.
I don't know, I might be wroong, but I think...
Well, no, you're not wrong. So
sense.
on the radio, time to do some radio rundowns. Michael Maher, a bit concerned about his teammates' well-being, being told that his teammate is fine after that little squabble, and that Schwell should focus on his race. And Sal Sala has commented on his debut, saying that he has had 2 near-death experiences so far. I mean, yeah. The Lotus team kind of in a lot of hot water, as there's a Herhold and Sahin making mistakes, a lot of mistakes in fact. This is a new track, and this track I don't think is really suited towards F1 cars, but we went here nonetheless.
I mean, it's turning out to be action-packed race so far, and we're only 3 laps in, so...
Yep. Lucien now to the inside of Harry Herhold, not really an overtaking maneuver, but Herhold is all over the place. As you can see, but now Lucien makes a slight mistake. Sahin gets a decent run. I'm gonna have to pull back into the slipstream to get a better tow here. It is something about Italian tracks and needing tow to overtake, as Sahin flies on the curbs, and this will be the theme for today's race, if you will. Curbs. A lot of curbs. And the 2 Mick cars still battling. Comodipo has caught back up to Michael Maher. They're both in the points. They are in the last 2 points paying positions because, mind you, it is a top 15 points system. I am thinking if I shouldn't expand it by 1 position, but it will be covered once this season is done. As now you can see Michael Maher in the slipstream of Nick Tander trying to do his best here to push onwards, as the MiG is looking to stay in MMS F1 for a couple more years at the least. They have confirmed they're in Season 3, and they want to stay for Season 4 as well, with obviously Season 4 being new chassis brakes, most likely. As now on board with, I believe that's Material here, in his Footwork Alpine-powered car, trying to send it on to Tanner, thinks better of it, and they both go a bit off, and that's about it, really. Time to read some social media. Radko Betes, finally we have some news from him, as we have a few moves. That's Keith now overtaking Adam Herbert about the time, as that's Katzenberg going off. Oh dear, Katzenberg on 2 wheels, keeps it going. Keith gets the move done, as Material tries to make a move on Tander, only loses time as Marcos Aguirre is out of the race. Oh god, yeah, that's another pile up in this bit of the track.
Yeah. And Agnes had his wing fixed, so
yeah. Agnes just stops on time here. Throttle stuck. Agnes, I think, just wanted to end his mid. I don't know. But what happened to Tin Anderson?
He had contact with one of the...
I think that was contact with Aguirre here. Oh yeah, it was. Aguirre goes for a move, loses it.
He goes flying too.
Sticks for suspension supports, and they're both out. Although Aguirre had a bit of a tumble through the curb. So Aguirre tries to go for a move on Henry J. Brown. Realizes it's not going to work. Starts sliding into the corner, probably due to downshifting as well. Bomb.
And he goes for a flight, I guess we could call it.
Goes for a...
And Anderson stops in a not really good place, and Agnes just drives into him.
Yep.
For some weird reason, but...
Meanwhile, the 2 rivals from the previous year and this one as well Obviously talking about Bloomshine. No damage for the leaders, no damage for these. I'm obviously thinking about Bloomshine and Van Leer here. Van Leer moving to Ferrari for next year. These two, they do have some history, and now with both of them going to more midfieldish teams than top ones, is going to be interesting, I think, to say the least, to see how they perform. Williams changing their image completely. Yeah, next season seems to be very, very wild. As I was interrupted, I was saying that Radko Bethes finally woke up on and made a post on Twitter saying that he's watching the race from hospital, and wishing saying that Sarsala will get used to the car nicely. I'm so glad to see Radko being alive and, you know, functioning. It really, you know, gives me hope that next year we might see him in a car. As Michael Maher and Comedy Ball still side by side, but Michael Maher defends his position, and now Murray is catching up to those guys in his BMW. McLaren has now Ntungwana makes a move on Sahin. They're side by side. Ntungwana on the outside, Sahin in his Zauber on the inside. Sahin gets the defensive done, and Ntungwana stays behind, but probably not for too long. As you can imagine, there's now a battle. There's Wernerson interrupting the leaders, as that's Witt ahead of Van Leer, and Van Leer is now stuck behind Wernerson. Wernerson half spins, causes a bit of trouble for the leaders. Now Bloomshine has to break away from the slipstream. Only now gets Wernerson covered, and well, that did harm Bloomshine a bit, as now he has to build the the gap back up. He has to catch back up to Van Leer and do his best to overtake him. Then we have the three guys here, Simtek, Minardi, Ligier, followed by Lucien in the world of her own. Then we have Sahin and Ntungwana, followed by Tande Bezglende, who's doing another amazing drive for the fundamental team, followed by the two mid cars. Then we have Murray and Giuseppe Stella also doing quite well. Then we have Keith Katzenberg, Sansala, honestly good start. Sansala going from 31st, I believe, to 20th. That's a good start to the race. Two mid cars still battling on board with Chris Comedy-Poor. Comedy-Poor doesn't really send it. Tries to get a better exit through the last couple of sections. I'm having a stroke for the last couple of corners. Ntungwana has passed Halil Sahin. Did the move to the inside actually work into? Yes, it did. They banged the wheels a bit, but Ntungwana's made it work.
Yeah, so that's one position up into P10. Oh, there's a yellow flag.
Oh, that's Bloomshine. And Murray. Murray is out as well. Pit stop window open as well. What happened to the boys Bloomshine? Oh, brakes gone.
I think that happened in Spa too. That looks really similar.
Yeah, but what happened to Joseph Murray? Might have been a gearbox failure.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, it is.
I think he was battling Stella. They were really close, so that's everyone behind him up a position, because he was quite some positions up. So that's unfortunate for him. He was having a good race. Yeah,
he was having a very good race. Now Van Leer has caught up to Igor Witt, and this is a battle for the podium. And then we have Radianto on 5th. Obviously gains quite a bit due to the Bloomshine retiring. Look how these cars just hop over the curbs here. So satisfying. Ntungwana and Sahin still battling for position. Ntungwana defends. Sahin gets Semenes. Tanda now attacking the Turkish driver, trying to get the best run here. Ntungwana is very slow now. Wait, no, Ntungwana is having a gearbox failure. The pit stop window is not open. He's stuck in 5th gear.
Yeah. By the way, let me just note that Tanda is up into 11th. And he's not very far off his teammate Lucien, so
yeah,
he's having a good race.
Tanda is actually finally doing quite nicely.
I mean, that's good for him, but then again, he's now stuck behind Ntungwana. He's gonna try and I mean, everyone is stuck behind Ntungwana. He's forming a train.
Yeah, because when you're stuck in 5th, it's not really good when you have a lot of chicanes to go through. He's now gonna pull into the pits and release this train, and Tanda makes a mistake on the exit. Michael Maher might try and benefit from this. 30 minutes remaining in the race. We should be easily going in front of the clock, so to speak. Bezglende now to the inside. Michael Maher might go for a move. Brave thinks from the MiG driver. Gets the move done, I think, on the Polish driver. Yes, he does. Michael Maher is now through in his MiG cars. Bezglende eats some more curbing, which is not really healthy for you. Comedy-Poor is coming in the snap. I think the pit stop window is open now. Yes, it is. Here we go. The proper one is open now. There is Granville. also coming in, but the race leader Matthew Falcon, and again another domination race from him. He's not coming in yet. He's doing the long run. He really wants to ensure himself this victory here. He really wants to take a dig at his teammate and win the title instead of Johannes. As we can see, Salsaler not doing too bad. He's actually close to points now, only 2 positions off of scoring a singular point, which I think would be nice for Lotus, considering what they went through recently. On the team radio, let's see, Volding Volding talking to his team. I don't really understood about what, but they're talking. I'm having a side stroke. I haven't done this in quite a while, but this is so refreshing to finally do MMS after a slight break. Into the pit lane went the race leaders, and there is Stella now and Granville. They're gonna meet each other, and Stella actually gets Granville. Then we see Vit, Herbut, Salsaler, and that's Attila Kalmar battling. Herbut tries to go to the inside, didn't really work. And Salsaler half spins. Herbut catches up, but I don't think he will send it, considering he is also coming in. And what's more important for those guys is to just keep the car in one shape. Oh dear, that's Tandela on fuel. That's not too good. Then we have Herhold, Radianto, and Van Leer. And his teammate Falcon is not coming in though. That's it's concerning.
Yeah, and he's low on fuel. But then again, I think he's gotta pit this lap. Like,
Yeah, he's gonna.
if he doesn't run out of fuel. But then again, Van Leer pits now. That's his teammate. But anyway, I know this is provisional, but Radianto in third is something I haven't seen actually.
And there's Herhold right behind him as well. And Radianto is going for another lap. He's crazy.
I mean, I wouldn't want Radianto to run out of fuel because he's having a good performance. So
Yeah, but at
then
the
again-
same time, the Giuseppe War.
yeah, I'm trying to not be biased. Okay.
Oh, that's a long stop for Van Leer. I am expecting another roast on the team radio because it's an awful stop. It's a very bad stop. He's behind Granville now. He's ahead of Vit, so at least that's happened. But it's still a bad stop.
Yeah, I mean, that sure doesn't help him because Falcon now, yeah, he's saving fuel as you can see because he's not going full speed. And I think yeah, this is the last straight.
Yeah, this is the final straight before the last couple of before I think like
Last couple of corners.
2 chicane
As-
sections,
yeah.
and yeah, there you go.
So he's in.
He's in, and look at the amount of cars he's nearly faced in the pit lane. The rest of the field is pretty much pitting now. Radianto slipstreaming Wernerson, pulling himself a bit ahead. That's always good. I don't think he's gonna send it. No, he will not. He's just gonna use Wernerson as a bit of a tool. And there he
Yeah,
goes.
also saving a bit of fuel with the slipstream. So
Wait, I think he's run out of fuel in the pit lane. Yes, he has. Radianto's run out of fuel.
does he still?
There is
make
no
it, though?
engine. There is no engine. The car is off. He should make it. He has made it, but he's run out of fuel in pit lane. How often do you see
that's-
that?
I mean, good effort from him for making it to the pit box, but still, that was close.
I think both of them run out of fuel.
And I think Lucien was kind of stuck behind Radianto actually.
Yeah, but still, both of them on the edge. Ethelink has run out of fuel. Tanda and Tanda have run out of fuel as well.
The
That's-
Tanders.
Oh, I thought I already had bad visions in front of me.
So the Tutan and Effeling is also out.
Yep. Ethelink is
All
also
of
out. What do you know?
Yeah, when you mentioned the fuel being essential this race, you were right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this
And
is
so
straight. This circuit is just straights in an egg.
This is really unfortunate for Tandem because he's doing so well.
Oh, Radianta has spun
Radianto
out.
just put in. How did that happen?
Let's see.
Maybe.
So he's leaving the pit lane now. Ghilardini is right behind. Oh!
Oh, Herhol got lucky. So much. Could have hit into him.
Oh, I don't know what to make of this. He leaves the pit lane. He's into the corner. Ghilardini. He's leaving. Easy leaving spaces. So he slides because of cold tires. Ghilardini sends it onto him.
Giardini without damage. That's lucky for him.
None of them have damage, but
Look how close that is for Herhold.
thank
touch, I
God
think,
for
of it.
broken hitboxes. Am I right?
Yeah, okay. That I did say that was really lucky for Herhold, and I was right. And we're both without damage, but
Okay, you know what? I
That's
think
big
that's on
deal.
Ghilardini. This is not a race for any Italian team.
yeah. So. And look at
Clobbers
this.
him. Just clobbers him, really. Sparks
This
flying
is-
everywhere.
This is just close as you can get for Herhold, basically.
Yeah, but shame
So
for
not even-
Rangianto. Good run. Kind of over now. And it is confirmed a 5-second time penalty is awarded to Simone Ghilardini as Van Leer literally just jumped over that curb.
I mean, I guess a bit of a bunny hopping doesn't hurt.
Yeah, Moreira pit because he's out of the pit stop schedule because he lost his wing early in the race. But I can check him if you want to. Hold on. Yep, it's a scheduled stop. Right. I think this is Bezglenda now, but yeah, this is Bezglenda battling Michael Maher. A bit of a more powerful engine, I believe, at the back of the Fundamental, although I might be a bit wrong. Still, a very good race from the Fundamental guys. I think this is comparable to their performance in Bahrain. As here we go, Harry Herhold to the inside of Simone Ghilardini, gets the overspeed, side by side of the Minardi, to the inside, dives it, still side by side, not anymore, gets the move on. Ghilardini now has to sit behind Ligier, which obviously slows both of them down, as now Celine Lucien, who's on a mad push, is going to try and use that to her advantage. Meanwhile, Matthew Falcon is just in another world. I don't think there's like anything else I can say.
Yeah. So
We have entered the period of the race where it's it's this limbo effect where you just sit and wait and sit and wait and sit and wait. But we don't have to sit and wait for too long, as there's John Keefe attacking Ollie Katzenberg. The battle between the two midfield teams, the Dams and the Simtek. The Simtek is looking quite strong this season, but they just don't seem to be able to put enough good performances out of their car, which is a bit of a shame considering they do have the power to achieve some really good results in that car. Giuseppe Stella now also doing fabulously for the footwork outfit, which obviously turned
it is home
into
team too.
Yep.
So a home Grand Prix, not team. I'm stupid.
Yeah,
So,
it's his home region. He's from Sicily as well, so
I wonder why. But
yeah.
anyway.
I do wonder that as well.
Hmm.
As we have quite a few battles now, the ones I'm showing you at least. As there we go, Michael Maher is now really close to the back of Giuseppe Stella. He pulls out of slipstream. He's going to try and set it into the last couple of corners. He fails to get the overspeed, fails to get the move done, but he's still going to be close to the Italian and might make something of it, but I don't think it will be. I don't think it will be possible. Let's see, still in the slipstream. This is just a waiting game around this circuit. It's comparable to modern Formula 1 or Monaco, where you just sit and wait behind a driver, wait till they make a bit of a mistake, and then just lunge it. I still think this is a good race, considering Portimao last time, which wasn't that good, despite the rain.
Yeah, but Macher does look clearly quicker than the footwork. I mean, obviously, I think in the better car too. So eventually, he's
they
gonna
are
get
comparable. Both of them are in
Yeah.
rather similar cars. Wernerson is in the pit lane to complete her scheduled stop, I believe, as Henry has been removed.
I mean, oh, the Henry, the Bush. Okay, Wernerson actually.
Yeah, I
What
know.
is-
I mean, that's an interesting way to enter the pit lane.
I think she was undecided whether to go in or not. What is she doing?
In. Stay out, stay out. I don't know, but Wernerson
like
got
that.
very confused. Might be a warning because that's over the line, you know. Technicalities. We have to stick to them. Sorry.
I mean, in theory, yes, but practically she didn't really put anyone's race to danger, so I guess.
As Verneson nearly puts the race of Ghilandini in danger, as she was leaving the pit lane now. Lucienne slipstreaming Verneson. This might be a good opportunity for Lucienne to kind of get back and catch up to Ghilandini. Michael Mahan out to the inside of Stellano.
Maybe he's trying to pressure Stella into a mistake. That could also be because there's not much gaps. So
yeah, I mean, Michael Mahan is a great driver. He knows what to do to get positions, you know, for himself. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's doing what you just said.
Yeah, but then again, this little battle is pretty great for P10. Obviously, it's also good to see the battles for the midfield, not always for the lead, because we don't have much battles for the lead right now. But
yep.
Even though Van Leer seems close to ground.
Oh, and that's Comedy Poor ahead of Glenn now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and he loses it. Let's see how he made that move.
The mid cars in 11th and 13th. That's a double points finish. That looks
yeah,
strong
that's very good for them, considering they have been kind of in the mud this season. There's Glenn that tries to defend. Oh, he just barges into him and goes through.
And then Pesgledny gets it back.
Comedy Paul seems to have lost it on the exit, maybe clipped the curb a bit too aggressively, or downshifted as Michael Maher is all over the back of Stella, nearly spinning out there as he's pushing his MiG car to the limit. As Lucien now clean air, chasing down Ghilandini. Van Leer still trying to chase down Granville. And then, well, Falcon is about to lap James Faulkner. And that's about it, really. Let's see how quickly he catches up. I'm actually curious. Oh god. Oh, the speed difference kicks in already. Oh dear.
Goes for a drift there, I guess.
Yeah, for a bit of a slide, but that chicane is literally there. I don't really get the purpose of that chicane, but it is fun. There we go. He laps him. A lot of overspeed.
That was very interesting, I think. I don't know.
Michael Mann and Stella now have a bit of a gap, but there's Glenn already going to the outside of Comedy Poor. Really not wasting time trying to attack the MiG car. Try to get some overspeed on the outside. Only lost time back in the slipstream. He goes. And no. Doesn't even get close. Katzenberg, though, is getting close. And he might be a serious contender here, despite this little midfield battle we're having up. Also, the reason why I'm not reading all the radio messages is because I have, well, never said it, but I only read the spicy ones. I want to read the, like, informatory ones too much, but it's nice that you guys write them. I really appreciate it. It's very nice.
I mean, it adds to the experience.
Yes. And so we got Bazina tries to go for a move, and then we can see Keith also trying to go for a move on Katzenberg. Both attempts fail. There's Bazina off the road, and there's also Katzenberg and Keith both off the road. A lot of contact between all of them. What happened?
Voice crack.
Yeah, I know.
That never happened. So.
Oh.
Anyway, off the track.
Clipped this curb. You don't want to clip this curb because it just sends you. Because this chicane is rather quick. One mistake and, well, death.
That's unfortunate for Gledney. He was... Oh, those are like two separate incidents, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Gledney now has a bit of a gap to Comedy Poor, which... He was having a great battle with him, so he's gonna try and make that back up so he gets to him.
Yeah.
By the way, let me mention 5 laps to go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's Keith off. Keith is off. Keith locked up. Rejoins the front of material, and this is good for the Polish driver. He might send it here now. No, Kalmar goes to the outside. Kalmar gets squeezed under the curbing. It's all kicking off here, but where's the second pit window? Is it ever gonna come? No, but Van Leer now comes to the inside of Granville, and that's a move done. Granville's lost his position. It's a Benetton 1 and 2. Again. Oh no, never mind. Granville was the one who was attacking. My bad.
So Granville here goes into the move here. He actually makes it, but then makes a bit of a mistake, and Van Leer just barges his way through.
Yeah, Van Leer just goes for the good old yeet. But how did Granville lose his position? Because mind you, he was ahead of Van Le. Oh, he got done here on slipstream. Not much space to go anywhere. Granville just had to give the position up. But Granville will not let Van Le just go off like that. This is David Granville talking about one of the more aggressive drivers in the field. A very impressing driver. Now they're coming up to a large field of lapped cars. So
yeah, if I can mention, I mean, Katzenberg doesn't seem very happy with the Russian. I think we all know who that is, so
yeah.
Doesn't seem very...
There we go, they're coming in. They're coming in, the two Benettons are coming in the slap. Granville is not pitting. Brown nearly turns into Van Leer as they come into this chicane complex. That's a bit questionable, Henry. Then we have the land of... literally, I don't know. The midfield, I guess you could say. Michael Maher trying his best here to still be in touch with Stella. Stella's coming in the snap, so Michael Maher should gain a few bits here. Bez Glenn here also doing his best. Then we have Katzenberg and Herbert out of all the people behind Ollie, so that's a surprise. Then we have Keith, Material, Kalmar, Salsaler already in the pits. Valdinger also in with him. Gets the stop done and gets going as there's Matthew Falcon in the pit lane. Hello. Already. Well, Granville takes the lead. Falcon gets held up a bit. But, I mean, he still should have a large advantage over those guys. There is Van Leer now in the pit lane. Vit was in the pits as well. Probably an undercut. Because if he did get damaged, he would have been longer, but let's see. Yeah, but all the teams now telling the drivers to pit because fuel was necessary. You can see Wernerson pitting in the... I'm just making sure. Yeah, there we go. Mandatory. And it's still horrible stops.
Oh my god. 15.2. Yeah, we don't talk about that, so...
Yeah,
it comes out... Wernerson... Oh, thanks. Thanks.
That's a lapped car.
I was trying to make them not like have contact, but you know,
yeah.
Guess happened.
And there is Michael Maher. He's gonna, I think, pass Lucien to the inside. And that's lucky. That's should be thankful Lucien didn't do anything stupid.
As he's beating this lap.
Yep. Then we have Gillardine, Best Glenn also in the snap. Same with Katzenberg, Herbert, and Keith. Yeah, not much really happening. This week there's Chabo Miller coming in. Then we have Salsala. And that is the only car. Wait, Chris Comedy-Poor is out of the race. Oi. Oh no, he's run out of fuel.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That was looking like a MIG double point finish. That, come on. That's unfortunate for him. Oh.
Or it might have not been.
Is that a failure?
Might have been an engine one.
Oh, that's... I mean, good job keeping the car, but...
Maybe... I don't know what failure this is, but it looks like a more car-related than anything, because the car just spins out.
I mean, that's a good save, but then again, he's out, so...
Yeah.
Excellent save, though. That's 10 out of 10.
Yeah. You have to say, he has some skill to keep the car not have any bits flying off of it. Well, Granville hasn't even served his stop, but here is your continuous race leader. Again, for like the 4th race in a row. Jesus.
I mean, it's good for a championship.
Well, yeah, it's good for the championship, but Jesus Christ.
True.
There is Vit and there is Herhold still stuck in the pits, so he's not going to be fighting Van Leer anytime soon. But Vit is going for a decent P3 finish. Michael Maher all over the place as he enters the pit lane. We have Lucien. Ghilardini also all over the place, but he's not entering. Bezglenne enters the... No! Katzenberg runs out!
If he's so close to the pit lane, that's unfortunate, really. It just shows you, like, as you said at the start of the race, the fuel saving is critical. So...
Oh, there you go. This is what happens when you don't fuel in enough. Salsaler is fired on fuel. The rest of the field comes into the pit lane. Van Leer is lapping cars. Granville is just Granville. I don't know what you expect me to say here. The race is... Unless Falcon, alright, unless Falcon somehow spins and causes like the whole top 4 to crash out, you will not get too big of a reaction from me. So Falcon begins the final lap of the race as he dominates the 4th race in a row. That's... And Vitas came in early. Leisure called him very early in. He's not coming into the pit lane, but he's low on fuel. I think Leisure might have screwed their main driver here in this race over. What do you think?
I mean, although I was doing something else, I was checking something in real life, but I'm back now.
Yeah,
yes.
Understandable.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's an engine blowout. There's smoke up ahead. There's a lot of smoke up ahead. It's Vit! Vit is out!
My ears are gone, but yeah, that's Vit out. He was doing good this race, that's the thing.
He does not DNF because he runs out of fuel. He DNFs because his car just gives up on life. And this will give Van Leer a podium.
That's a big engine failure though.
Yeah, that Peugeot engine just exploded. I mean, what do you expect from Peugeot? Nonetheless, oh wait, Falcon makes a mistake, he keeps on to it. It could have been an even more dramatic finish, but it is going to be Matthew Falcon who wins 4 races in a row. What a drive. Then we're going to see David Granville cruise on for another podium. Another decent race from him. It's going to be P2 for the Williams driver. Then we're going to see Johannes Van Leer and Herhold, but I just want to see the final couple of corners from Falcon.
Yeah. Oh, spin there, spin there. Bit of drifting.
Okay, so basically he clips this curb, right? That sends him a bit into the air. He loses the car, starts to counter steer. Then he starts steering towards this curb, which basically just ramps you. He uses it as a ramp, and then with spinning he turns himself into the chicane right in front of him, keeps steering, saves the car and gets the whole section done.
I mean, I guess that's a classic way to finish the race, I suppose.
Yeah, no need to swag on us like that, gee. Then we're gonna see Herhold and Lucien. Good race for Celine. I mean, Ferrari, this was a good race for them to limit the damage that they suffered in qualifying. Then we're going to see Ghilardini, Sahin, I mean, not bad. Followed by Radianto and Giuseppe Stella. Actually a good race from Footwork for once. And I have to just... GG, boys.
Yeah, and this is home Grand Prix too. He's got to be over the top.
Yeah, Verdessen, I think, came in for another stop because of the damage. Because, you know, she was out of the pit stop window. That's why. Then we're going to see Bess Glennie followed by Keith. And Michael Maher is out of the race. What? Oh. Oh.
Oh. What has happened there?
The car just snapped. 2 failures in the mid cars.
That's so unfortunate. They were looking so promising at their
Yeah,
races.
well, Michael Maher.
Like,
Thing is, the Michael Maher will still be classified. Bess Glennie is 10th for the Fond Metal team. Sal Saller scores points on debut.
That's amazing.
And then Herbert pits. He's still gonna score points. He's just gonna probably finish behind Attila Kalmar. What is going? What? The Herbert will jump Attila Kalmar. No, he will not. Kalmar, for 5.8 stop, he gets it. He gets the point. And Michael Maher, despite not finishing, will score a point. That's a first. And the fastest lap goes to Matthew Falcon, but I are we surprised? I don't think we should be.
Yeah.
So, driver of the day?
Listen, hold on. Call me biased, but Stella did really well, and also, I mean, Bess Glennie also did really well.
You know what?
And Keith too. Also, Sal Saller. I mean, there's many picks.
Yeah, Sal Saller, 19 positions up on debut.
Yeah, Then I think Stella starting 24th, I think, and Keith like 23rd. Yeah, just many. Thunder was also doing well, but he DNF, so that's unfortunate. And I don't know, who would you pick?
Yeah, as I said, Salsalar.
I mean, to be honest, yeah, the same. Is his debut, and I think that's probably the obvious pick. I would have went for Radiantor, but I mean, he also did a good performance. But Salsalar, it's just
He
his
lost
debut.
positions in
Coming
the
that
end.
up. True, but yeah,
Right.
yeah, I will agree with you. It's Salsalar probably. Even it also with the fact that it's his debut.
So, we are pretty much done. We're approaching the end of this season. 3 rounds to go. The next race, the Japanese Grand Prix at Suzuka, followed by Malaysia and the United States Grand Prix. Obviously, Japan, Suzuka, beloved circuit by many fans. So, and they delivered a decent race last season. So, I'm very much looking forward to it. That's it from me.
That's it from me.
Yep, be sure to be safe and orange and wear your seatbelt. See you in Japan.